I left Boston. I left high school after my junior year and I turned pro. I said, listen, I'm 18 years old. There's the best chance. I just got drafted in the first round, 8th overall. So I said, listen, school's not for me. Let's just turn pro at 18. I'm 158 pounds and I go into the Chicago, literally soaking wet, 158 pounds. And I have a really good camp and made the team. And the first 4 games, when you're 18 years old, 158 pounds coming out of high school, that's a big jump. And the first four games, I didn't have a point. And Mike Keenan came up to me and says, hey, kid, listen, I could keep you here and you can battle it out, or I can send you down to the juniors so we can play against kids that are a little bit more your age, your size. You get a little bit more like tutelage and stuff like that, and play, a higher type of game. So I went there and just tore that up for 28 games. And
yes, you did.
came back in February. It's funny how I came back because I got hurt coming out of the World Juniors. I didn't play all of January because I had a hurt knee. And the Chicago Blackhawks had an emergency recall situation. They can only call up a junior if there was too many men hurt, and they couldn't bring up some guys from the minors because they didn't have enough players. So they had an emergency recall. They brought me up on Valentine's Day of 1998 or 1988, 89, Valentine's Day. I actually trying to get to the airport. I T-boned a car because I ran a red light running to the airport and absolutely T-boned a car. And she went off the road into the house into the living room of the house I was at. And the cops told me, just get out of here, JR. You got to go. You got a game tomorrow. Get to the airport. Never heard anything. That's Canada for you, right?
That's Canada. Never heard about it again.
T-bone a car, never hear about it again. But I scored my first goal that next night without playing one game for like 6 weeks because of a knee injury in Minnesota. And I did it without a name tag on my back. They just called me up, and Mike Keenan, I scored 3 games in a row in the call up. And Mike Keenan went to Mike Gapsky, who was the trainer of the Chicago Blackhawks, and said, hey, make sure the guys that are injured stay injured. We're not sending this kid back. So these guys, even though they can play, keep them injured, So yeah. It was pretty funny how I got to stay up with the team the rest of the year.
You talk about tearing it up in Hull. Did you get to experience the magic of the strip? Ready? So
you mean the strip? Do you mean the strip
nightclub? All the nightclubs.
You mean the strip club? Yeah.
Well, there were some there too, but there was that stretch of all the bars, right? Broad Street and City Club and Shalimar's.
The Shalimar. Well, Shalimar was our hangout, right?
So that was your spot?
So it was Shalimar to Pigalle to Shalimar. It was back and forth, and then a little bit of poutine in between. But, these guys always wanted to hang out with me, not because they liked me the most. It's because I was making NHL money in juniors. So they knew I would pay the bill everywhere. I was making like $35,000 playing juniors. Everybody was like, oh, we're going out with JR.
We're going to Pigalle's. We're going to Pigalle's.
Yeah. Lap dances on JR.